Hello everybody, this is Dre Rollers right here. I already got that side up. Obviously I work with 2 screw guns. I got my finish nailer right there, my chemo. I got my roll of the screen. I gotta cut this screen. It's a heavy gauge screen, and it's very sharp, man. It's just galvanized or stainless steel. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I know it's hard as hell. So, all right, look, I already cut one out, and I already put these barriers right here. Look, these little woods. These, I put them with the nail gun. There goes my finished nails. So I did it with the nail gun. That way the screen could rest up there. Look, boom. After a while, after the bird be walking around in here like that, it'll get steady. Not only that, the nest fronts, where are they? Oh, they go from right here. This is in the sample. So it's gonna go like that. I gotta cut these things, and they're too big for these shells. So I have a table saw, so I will cut them into shape. And it's okay if I leave a little gap in the top. I don't care about that. Or a little gap on the bottom. I'll split the gap. You know what I'm saying? I split from there to there. It's okay, because it's just for pigeons, man. But I'm thinking about painting these things too. I don't like that natural look. Sometimes that natural look just gets dirty and it looks crappy. Besides, I like to paint all my, and I'm thinking about painting the front on that one too, green. I like that light green color. It's really nice. Let me know if you don't like it, because if you don't like it, then maybe that you have a reason. I like it because it just changes the look of the nest pots. This is natural wood looking, and they all have a Formica background. So yeah, man, I gotta get my grinder to cut this thing, because I did it by hand. Where's my shears? Oh look, there goes my shears right there. Freaking shears, man. Before you know it, your hand hurts. So this row, I gotta cut 23 more, because there's 24 bosses in here. I gotta cut 23 more, and then I have to notch them. See the notch? There's a notch on the end, so I have to notch them. And then I wanted to make the tray. I wanted to make the mesh to come out so that I can clean it. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna make that like that, because I don't think I need for them to come out. Because I can always, I mean, it would be nice if I don't have to pull it out like that, because when I put the front on there, the front is gonna have a hinging like that. It's gonna go up and down like this. So when I do that, all I gotta do is just lift up like this, bingo, and take the mesh out. Because I do need to clean those meshes with the power washer when they get really all dirty. So one of my goals is to make these nest fronts pop up like that. So I gotta get hinges for them. I need a lot of hinges. I got 24 bosses, so I need 48 hinges. I'm gonna order them today from Amazon. I think that'll be cool. That way I can, and then I'll put a little nail on the side here to keep the bosses from going up, and to keep them in place. I put a little nail on the side, or I'll make something, a little piece of wood or something, that I can keep them locked like that, steady. But I do think I might want to paint them, and if I'm going to paint them, I have a spray gun, so I'll probably spray paint them. I get my sprayer and put a big drop cloth on the ground and just spray paint them, because there's no way I'm going to roll this shit up right there. I don't think I'm going to do that. And then the next thing that I'm thinking about doing is putting a wall right here. I have some plexiglass. Actually, I think I'm gonna I'll put a wall there with a plexiglass, or maybe I will make a window, because I don't. When I sit in here, I don't want dust coming in here, because I want to put a wall on this side, right on this divider right here, so that when I sit in here, where's my bucket? Oh, on a bucket to watch my birds, because that's another thing too. That when I'm breeding. And I don't plan on breeding in these boxes, by the way. I don't know if I said that in my other video. What I plan is to have the short faces and the long face English lay the eggs in here, and then I'll transfer the eggs to this side right here where all the feeders are at. So that would be an ideal thing for me. So, and then when birds are laying eggs, you know they crap a lot. So I got to come up with something to put. Look, these trays all pull out. That's one thing I like about my cages. They all have pull out trays. See, all these cages have pull out trays, and they're aluminum trays, so I can wash them too. But I don't plan on washing them. I plan on putting on paper and maybe like newspaper. I used to use cat litter before, but before you know it, the cat litter gets, when you throw it away, it gets really heavy. Bird crap and cat litter gets really heavy. So maybe I would just continue to use paper, and that'll work for me. And another reason why I want to put a divider here, because look all this feathers and stuff coming in here. And I know that this coop is going to get dirty at some point, but because I am planning to, when I have the pairs, what I'm doing here is all this is for this coming spring 2025 breeding season. Because right now I'm not going to breed nothing in here. These boxes will get done and they will be ready for the breeding season when it shows up, because my breeding season will start when it's cold weather outside, and I don't want to work out in the rain. I mean, in the cold. So I will do all these boxes now. That way it's done, and I'm done with it. See, I'm not putting anything on the bottom because the bottom I have that big gap so that I can clean the ground with, when stuff falls in there. Like I could sweep it right now, or I can vacuum it. But I'm planning to put a wall right here, like I said before, and then I might wanna put a window there too. I could build windows. I know how to make windows out of scratch. I could make a window that can open and close, and then I think I'm more inclined to just making a partition wall there with plexiglass so that the birds can get some light from this side. Because I don't really want the dust hitting me when I'm in here looking at the birds, because I really enjoy pairing up and all that stuff, and then like letting out one pair. Like I will sit in this corner. I'll put a bucket right here in this corner right by the door, and I'll sit on the wall right here, and that's why I think I'm putting a wall here. That way I can sit back and let out like one pair at a time, so that I can give them a little exercise. And sometimes the cocks get happy when they go outside, and then they might want to mate and whatever. And then once I'm giving them enough exercise, then I put them back in. But I don't plan on leaving them out, in and out. So that will happen. What will happen there is that they will dirty this whole coop up. And I want to keep it as clean as possible because I want to hang out in here. Especially the days that it's raining. I don't mind coming in here and sitting down, letting out a couple of pairs or one pair. Another thing too that I like about these boxes, the height. When you have a pair of birds, when you first introduce a new pair of pigeons that they've never seen each other or they've never been mated before, as soon as they get mated, the cock is going to want to mount the hen. So they have enough space in here so that the cock can mount the hen and without them messing up their feathers and all that. So, especially the wings, the tips. I don't even know how high it is. Let me see. Is there a tape around here? I left my tape outside. I'm not going to get it now, but I'm going to measure it later. Because I would like to know just how high it is. And they're very strong, very secure. I don't have to worry about them falling off the wall. I also put a couple of 2x3s behind that wall to give me some support. So yeah, man, I'm very excited for 2025 breeding season. Man, I can't believe I'm saying 2025. I remember the year 2000. I was breeding birds in 2000. It's already 25 years ago. Wow. 25 years ago, I was breeding rollers in Brooklyn, my other house. So yeah, man, time's flying, and breeding season doesn't last that long. For me, breeding season lasts only a couple of months because I don't I only get 2 rounds out of each pair. I don't believe in blowing up my pairs by letting them breed more than 2 rounds. So the hens could lay the eggs as much as they want, but I won't let them sit on it for no more than 2 rounds. And that's cool with me. I don't need to have all those birds, and not only that, the hens will be moving forward in the future. They'll still be available to breed because they're not being exploited or blown up. Like my friend used to say, "Yo, you're gonna blow up that pair?" And I was like, "What are you talking about blowing up that pair?" He goes, "Yeah, you're blowing up that pair by letting them breed too many." Another thing too that I don't like doing is I don't like breeding like really young hens. Young hens are stupid, man. They don't want to. Sometimes they don't even know how to milk a baby, or they'll sit on the egg for a week or 2, and then before you know it, they get up and you lost the embryo. The baby dies in the egg by the time you move it. Nah, so I like to make sure that my hens are a year old completely. I sold some birds to a guy, and the hens were like no more than 5 months, man. And then he tells me, "Oh, they're on eggs already." And I was like, "What are you talking about? They're on eggs? These birds haven't even finished molting, and you already got them on eggs?" He said, "Yeah, they're on eggs already." And I said, "Yeah, but why would you do that?" He said, "No, I don't know. I just bought them, so I decided I want to breed them." I said, "Yeah, but you got to wait your turn. Breeding is patience, man. You breed. I breed through the season. Every spring I breed. I don't be breeding whenever I want to. That's stupid. You got to go with the flow, because in the springtime, look how it goes. In the springtime, as soon as the weather changes, all the cocks start acting like they're looking for females. And then the females will get these cocks approaching them and cooing at them, and then they get receptive with the weather. The weather's starting to turn nice. I'm giving them a better feed. I'm giving them an upgrade, more protein pellets and calcium and minerals and all this stuff. And then all that stuff tells the body, now that you have all this stuff, what we're going to do with it. So the body says, well, since we have all this stuff, let's make some eggs. Now these hens are strong and willing to sit on eggs, man. So now these hens will lose weight while they're on eggs because they don't get up as much to eat. So you got to have nice fat hens when you let them sit down. You're going to breed some birds. You got to breed some healthy birds. You just can't be breeding a young bird that hasn't completely molted. That doesn't make sense to me. But if it makes sense to you, then that's your thing, not mine. My thing is that I breed. I'm a seasonal breeder, especially when it comes to my rollers. I start breeding my rollers in early March. So by the time, well, actually, I let them pair up on Valentine's Day. And the reason why I do that, because on February the 14th, that's mid-February. By the time they all made it all up, and I probably have my first egg in the first or maybe first or second week of March. By the time that baby is big enough, it's April. By the time I let them go, it's probably mid-April. Then by that time, the falcons and the hawks are not around no more. So now I'm breeding my babies with the time that the hawk ain't here no more. So when I let them out, I don't get my babies eaten by the hawks right away. That happened to me one time. I let them out too early, and before you know it, the Cooper came here and racked up and ate a lot of my babies. A bunch of Coopers just came and started snatching babies, because when you let them out, those babies don't know that there's a coop out there. And they are susceptible to getting scooped up by the Cooper, because the Cooper comes down to the coop, and these babies don't know what it is. And then sometimes I seen the Cooper grab a bunch of babies, and the ones that were left behind, they didn't even move because they didn't know what was going on. So we timed the breeding season with the hawk season, because I have a hawk season that the hawks leave, and while they're gone, that's when I start flying. So yeah. So we're moving right along right here. Then I'm not sure if I'm going to cut that mesh today or not, but I might, because it looks like it's going to rain. If it's going to rain, then I'm going to go inside the house, eat something, and take a nap. Yeah, I think I'll do that. A nap sounds really good right now. So look, so that's my objective right there. Exactly that. That's exactly how that's going to look. But the nest front is going to be fitted inside the nest box. And there's not a lot of nest boxes. There's only 24 nest boxes in here. That's 24 pairs. That's 48 pigeons. So I'm getting, another thing too, man. This is not easy, man, because now, after I put these nest fronts right here, also the water, there's going to be a water supply line coming to this coop too. And there's also going to be little box feeders where the feeder is on the outside. So the birds will stick their heads through the bars and going to the feeder. The feeder has these holes on the front, and they're going to eat in there. So there's this is called a no mess feeder, pigeon feeder. Actually, that's the name of it. No mess pigeon feeder. And that no mess pigeon feeder, that shit is expensive, man. I order a lot of them. So I'm supposed to order 24. I probably ordered more. I gotta check my order. I think I ordered more than 24. But all I need is 24. Because I have 24 boxes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Holla at your boy and share this video with your friends and all that stuff. See ya.